Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and this video here is going to be part 1 of my Holy Nation Citizen walkthrough in Kenshi. So, right now I am in the town of Bad Teeth, well technically right to the north of it, on the basically in Skinner's Room. And this is the better of the two towns to start out in for the Holy Nation. And the reason for this is because you have multiple copper nodes, as you can see here, which you can mine close enough to town to where you won't be bothered by any enemies. This start is going to be a bit more monotonous because we're going to be doing mining for a lot of our early game money. However, there is one little tip and trick I can give you to make all of this so much easier. Specifically, what we want is when a pack of wild bulls comes by, we want to attack unprovoked on the wild bulls and basically pull the pack to the guards. And what this will do is allow us to basically kill all of the wild bulls and loot them. Well, the guards will do the killing for us, but we'll be able to loot them. And here comes a pack of 3 wild bulls now, so it's a little smaller, or 4. It's a little smaller than average. Okay, good. We got all 4 to leash onto us, which is rather uncommon. Usually only one comes at a time. It's because we were in the line of sight of all of them. That's why they all came. So, usually they won't... Well, sometimes they won't follow you very perfectly. Right now they're following me very well. And it's because my movement speed is a bit compromised because I have items in my inventory. Now they're closing in. So I'm in combat. The ideal is you don't want them to get too far away from you. Otherwise they'll leash back. You want them to stay close to you. Yeah, I understand. Don't you see I got, like, enemies chasing me? Like, take care of them, please. Stop worrying about my gear. And you obviously don't want the wild bulls to attack you. If one does attack you, then what I would recommend you do is you'll have to go to Blister Hill, and you'll have to buy some medkits. I had to do that earlier because some starving bandits attacked me, but... This is the trick to get a lot of money very quickly as a Holy Nation citizen. The guards will not loot the wild bulls. If you do this with starving bandits, though, the guards will loot the starving bandits, so keep that in mind. You would have to... In order to do this with starving bandits, you have to loot the starving bandits and drop the items you want to keep on the ground immediately. I typically only drop the weapons because their gear is kind of garbage and not really worth it. So you basically go through all of them, loot all the weapons, drop them on the ground, and then the guards will carry the bodies off, and then you can swing back later and pick up the weapons, then sell them. You can see I've sold some starving bandit weapons here too. So we're going to sell all of this stuff. And we have 6,000 cats now. So we've got a halfway decent nest egg. I would like to hire somebody else shortly. Let's see who is available to recruit. I know Griffin was in this building the last time I was in here. But I don't really want Griffin right now. He costs like 9,000 cats, I think. So it's a bit out of my price range. I just want some basic 3,000 cat follower. Who's this? Turris? That's funny. Turris is here. He's in the... oh, Bard. He's a unique recruit. Mr. Bard, man. We'll leave him looking like a dork. So we have 3,000 cats left. Turris, are you going to cost me 3,000? Good. Okay, so we have our 3 initial characters. All we need is a few more wild bulls, and we can have these characters mining around the clock, too. So let's see. Bard, we will put you on this one, because why not? And Cragston, I'll send you up there to that one. Almar, you can mine this one, too. Oh, here comes another pack of wild bulls. The excitement is mounting. Okay, the whole pack is after me again. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I don't want to turn away too soon because then the wild bulls will turn away. If I if I do the attack unprovoked and then immediately, no, Bart, I do not know. You need to go back over there and continue mining your mine. You need to leave me alone. Cragstone, you same deal. Stay over there. Don't worry about Almar. We stand. Ooh, Almar just got some. He just got like ballsy. He went in there for an. Ooh, no! Don't you dare, Almar. There we go. That's it. Wild bulls, come on. I like how they went back for the furthest back ones, too. The paladins are reading my mind. They're like, you know what? Let's make sure he gets all of these wild bulls and we don't lose any of them. Excellent money. Here we come. Okay, so let's Almar even got a few hits in, which is great because now I leveled up my combat a little bit. Like I said before, the paladins will not loot these, which is why they are ideal to do this with. The starving bandits, technically, they don't loot either, but they will carry the starving bandits' bodies into town, and put them in prison. So, effectively, they're still, removing the bodies and getting rid of them. Also, it's up to you if you want to loot the Holy Nation Paladins. I honestly would not recommend it. There are shinobi thieves that are usually in each of the bars. So if you do loot the Holy Nation Paladins, you will be able to offload the gear to the shinobi thieves. However, I try not to aggravate the main faction when I'm in their town. And honestly, the gear doesn't sell too well anyway. From the Holy Nation Paladins, they kind of wear crap anyway. Some of them don't even wear gear. Only the Paladins wear gear, and they wear this stuff like the holy chest plates, and they just, in my opinion, don't sell well enough to be warranted the looting. So we have 12k cats. What we want to do is we want to buy a building. That one's 7,200, but we have to remake it when we buy it. So I think I'm going to buy this one right here. This residential small. Let's see. Tech, small research bench. And we need 3 building materials for that. Can we buy building materials here? I honestly do not know. Let's check this bar. I don't think we can. I think we're going to have to go to the Blister Hill in order to get building materials. Which, again, isn't the end of the world, but still a pain in the butt. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go to Blister Hill. Okay, so what I am going to do is we're going to save the game and I'm going to send Almar to Blister Hill. 20 out of 17 weight, so not too bad, I guess. Safe journey, Almar. I'm going to let him run there without interfering to see if he actually makes it, and we'll just save scum if he gets beat up. Technically, I would like to buy armor for these two guys, too. $2,900 versus 800. I guess I'll do the shoddy because I'm feeling a bit cheap. Let's sell that because it's garbage. We'll do shoddy for that too. Cragstone, you're in range, right? Indeed he is. So I went there for building materials, which is not going to have any money to buy them by the time I'm done. Hopefully Almar makes it there because I would like him to because I have this other pack of wild bulls approaching. See how the guards are running out already to save me? That's what they usually do. And sometimes, though, you have to drag the wild bulls, like, all the way into town for the guards to help you, and that's highly unusual when it's like that. It does happen, though. Nice. 2 more wild bulls came back to help. Almar, how close are you to Blister Hill? What is, bandits? Yeah, bandits. Building supplies, we need 3 for the small bench, but we should probably buy more. 9. That's about right. That's probably... And let's see. How should I get Almar back here? Should I just run him back here? Willy-nilly? I wonder. Let's see. Small research bench takes building materials. I'm going to need iron plates as well for the storage copper. So what I will do is we'll sell some stuff and then we'll bring Almar back after we buy more of what we actually need. No, what are you doing, Bard? Look at all the wild bull bodies. I love it. So much money. Okay, they're all dead, which means I most likely took all of their loot. Yeah, I can sell that. Sell inside here. If I get there before the shop closes, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I still need to buy some iron plates when I'm done selling, too. Come on, Bard. Come on. Oh, my lord. It's one of those really annoying ones with how it's built. Well, crap. I guess I'll go in here. That slowed me down. Probably not going to get the iron, get this stuff sold in time to buy the iron plates on Almar. Fingers crossed, though. Alright, now let's switch back to Almar. Okay, so let's see. I know it's 1 per storage, so we'll just buy 4, okay? And we'll call that good. I need that. Let's sell that. Okay, so Bard will take you to another shop and we'll sell the rest of my crap. I guess what I'll do with Almar is I will try to run him back here, and if he fails, then I will save scum. Because running him back here will get some strength, get some athletics. He needs all those things. Really, the only enemy that is a danger in this area is going to be, what are they called? Bandits. River raptors won't attack me unless I attack them. Wild bulls, same deal, won't attack me unless I attack them. And I can't remember what else there is. I don't think there are any other enemies in this area that I would have to worry about or deal with. I want to buy this longhouse too. This is going to be this is going to be one of the main buildings I own in this town. Okay. 11 out of 24 building materials, so that's not bad. I'm kind of curious if that building is close enough to the mines to where I can put the storages in that building and they will run all the way down there to drop it off. If it isn't, then we'll just use the residential small for that. But the longhouse I want for beds. I want for a variety of things. As we start to get more money and as we start to progress, we're going to need it for more and more. The research bench level 2 will not fit in the small residential building. Really, the only thing we'll be able to put in the small residential building is a food storage and storage for copper ore. That's really about it. So it's basically a temporary building that we're going to be doing. Here comes Almar. Decent strength skill ups from doing all this. What is it? 41% athletics XP, 17% strength. Like I said too, the beginning of the game is usually pretty boring and monotonous. Really all we're doing right now is mining and kiting any wild bulls we see to town. I wonder how I discovered the holy mines despite... Oh. Yeah, I still don't know how I discovered it. Come on, Almar, engineer. Hop to it. Oh yeah, books. That's something else I need too that I probably should have bought a few of. Research bench doesn't do much if I ain't got no books. Actually, yeah, it kind of does. I don't need books for what I want to research. Making good use of the rest of those building materials, putting them on the longhouse. No wild bulls coming. This is fine, though. I'm fine with what he's doing right now. There's your bandits coming down. Coming down the mountain, here they come. Starving bandits are coming down the mountain, here they come. They want to steal your dried meat and butcher your pack animals. You know what I just noticed? When you put raw meat on a fire, it turns it into dried meat. It doesn't turn it into cooked meat, it turns it into dried meat. I don't know why, that just occurred to me. I don't know why I didn't notice it sooner. Either. I guess because it's such a monotonous detail and it doesn't really matter all that much. The weird things our minds come up with while we're waiting for wild bulls. These are like the only two directions that wild bulls will come from. They'll either come down the ramp or they'll come up from the southern portion of Skinner's Row. And like I said before, ideally you want to wait until you're in line of sight of the wild bulls, and then you'll do the attack target, and then they will run after you. And once you get close enough to the guards, if you're engaged with combat on the wild bulls, the guards will assist you, kill the wild bulls, and basically money. Money will rain from the sky. That's right, Cragstone. Gear storage. I also need once we get that storage copper, we'll be able to build it in that small little residential shack, and our characters will be able to automate mining, which is what the main thing that we're aiming for with this video, in my opinion. We already did our first goal, which is recruit more people to our team. That is like first and most important thing, because if one of your characters dies, then it doesn't really matter. You won't lose the game. Most of you probably would just start over at this point anyway if you lost the character this early once being attacked. Oh, probably bandits. More bandits coming. Not wild bulls, though. Sad face. This is one of my favorite towns to start in for the wild bulls. Like, aside from the hub, which is like the main, the main starting area, and in my opinion, the best starting town in the entire game. Holy Nations is probably my second favorite because of this trick right here. I like this town because instead of only focusing on mining and doing nothing, wow, is that guard even? Nope. What were you thinking, Holy Sentinel? He just ran over there and he was like, being a dumbass. Here comes some wild bulls too. Bard, are you ready? Are you ready to get rocked, Bard? Are they all coming? Nope. Oh, here they all come. Around the world. Some Daft Punk as we get chased by the wild bulls. They're closing in on us. Oh, what? Oh, good. I thought the pack turned around at the last second. I was quite upset about that. Come on, other Holy Nation guards. You can't leave your 3 characters out to die. There we go. Here comes the rest of them. Here comes the other ones pouring out of town because they will need the extra help. This is a lot of bulls, and if they there we go. Let's get in there and start looting. This seems like a bigger pack than the last one too. This one might give us enough money to recruit a few more characters, and also we'll have to run Almar back to the other town because we need whatchamacallit, more building materials. Ideally, we also should probably buy more medkits when we're there, since we can't get medkits at this town, and sooner or later we're going to need them. It's not good to only have one character with a few medkits on. Ideally, you should probably carry around one or two medkits on every single character that you have, because you never know who's going to get knocked unconscious. Okay, I think I looted them all. Let's basically, in order to check to see if they're looted, all you have to do really is left click on them to see if they're dead, because the second you take items off their corpse, they will die. So if one's still living, it basically tells you that you haven't taken items off their corpse yet. Alternatively, there is a chance that the bull got instantly killed while fighting the Holy Nation, but that's very low chance that actually happens. And enemies in this game usually, well, players, enemies, almost nobody gets instantly killed in this game. It does happen. Don't get me wrong, but it's rare. Oh man, you didn't restock yet? No, there's nothing else I want to buy from you. And if you haven't restocked, then that bar hasn't restocked, which means the only other place I can go is down here for this bar. And there we go, the bakery, or whatever this is. Yeah, bakery. I'm excited. I'm excited for all of this money. Bang. We'll buy that. Get rid of those. Still got some. Really wish we could get building materials here. I'm going to, we're probably going to drop the iron plates out of Almar's inventory. We'll put them in the middle of town, and we will send him to Blister Hill. Actually, I'll drop these two, the med kits. And we'll send him to Blister Hill. We'll have to create another, even though I just saved. Craigston, what are you doing? I told you to pick up the iron plates. Silly goose. So while Almar runs there, we'll keep an eye out for some wild bulls again. See what comes around the corner and what's good. We will buy building materials, enough for the longhouse, med kits, and what else are we going to need? The iron plates, we have 4. That'll be enough for the storage. The next research bench requires 10. So we'll probably buy a few more iron plates, some building materials, and med kits. I don't think there's any... Oh, books. That's right. That's the other thing. We need books. They're important because we need them to research basically everything. So 15k cats. And do I basically have to wait until... Let's see who is available to recruit. Nope. Ooh, who's this person? Finns. I think I remember you, Finns. What do you take? Oh, now you're bald in this screen. Let's see. I will name you Christ. Are you going to lecture her? You have to go through all of this and basically agree with the priest, otherwise they enslave you. If you're a woman, they will approach you and talk to you like that. It's not all the time that it happens. It probably triggered because I have it's my first time running through the town with her. But Finns is right. They do treat women terribly here. Orek, I think you require 10 oh, 7,500 cats. I kind of want to do it. Okay. Because he has, as you can see, his stats are pretty good. 10 strength, 10 dexterity, 10 toughness, and I think, he also has 10 of all combats. So he's good. I could use the fighter early on for my team. And I still got 4,000 cats left, which is enough for the building materials and the iron plates that I need. Oh, yeah, and the med kits. Worst comes to worst, if we do need more money, don't forget Bard still has a decent amount of crap to sell. I can just wait until tomorrow when the shop's open, which I have to do anyway, and sell the rest of his stuff, and then I can go on another shopping spree. But so far, so good. Day 5, and we've recruited 5 people so far. So we're averaging like 1 person a day, which ain't too shabby. And there is the weapon shop here, which I may hit up before I leave town too, depending on how many extra cats that I have. And ooh, people are fighting outside. Shit be getting feisty. River raptors, it seems, are what people are fighting. Which thought they were attacking me for a second. I was confused. River raptors don't drop much of value. The only thing that they drop of value is 1 animal pelt. The meat that they drop, it's good for pack mules if you want to. Oh, bone dog. Now that is something that will drop some valuable stuff. Again, one pelt, I think 3 teeth, and some meat. But better than nothing, right? Okay, let's swap to... No, Chris, I don't need you. Holtberg, you're already there. Check for wild bulls. Wild bulls are important. They're the most money we can possibly get at this low level. Always check for them. We will go out of our way for wild bull packs at this very low level. What are you fighting? Starving bandit, I guess? Or was that... Aha. One of those wolf dogs came here and... This wild bull we might not have looted because the corpse... Yeah, we did loot it. Sometimes when the corpse don't disappear like that, it lets you know that you didn't loot it. Usually the corpses will disappear quickly if you do loot them. Oh man, he didn't repop yet. So we'll go to this bar. This bar should have repopulated by now. Sometimes shops are weird like that. If you sell to them past, I think, 1,800 hours, they will not respawn. Their vendors' lists will not respawn for the day. Or it might be after 20 hours. I'm not sure precisely the exact time. That's enough, though. 10k cats. And I also have some money. I also have some cats on this character, too, that I can... Or some items on this character that I just looted that I can sell, too. Okay, Holtberg, I will send you to this shop for the building materials. Almar, you can go buy the med kits. How many of these do we need again? $3,500 cats. So we still got some cats left, which is good because we still need the med kits. Oh, cool. We still have items to sell too. Forgot. I kind of do want to buy that large backpack, but for right now, I'm going to stick to what I need, I guess. We'll buy the scavenger's basket instead. Put those on a few characters. Alright, so. Holtberg's a little bit encumbered. That's A-okay, though. We can, Chris, give you some. Almar, what are you carrying? 23 out of 20? You ain't carrying nothing. So let's see what they got as far as weapons. I'm more or less curious what types of weapons they sell here. Ooh, so it's not a bad selection, honestly. I mean, it's not too good either, but... Ringed saber is eh. none of these are best in slot weapons. They're all like, you know, crappy middle of the road weapons, but a lot of them, you know, obviously are better than nothing. And I don't think I actually even need any of them. All of my characters have some weapons. The only reason you would want these the weapons that store sells is if your characters didn't have any at all. Then it would be worthwhile to buy a few. Again, really don't have much. Holtberg, since he has halfway decent stats, we will... Oh, I really don't want to spend that much on, I guess. Okay, now we're out of cats. And what should we do? How should I get back to town? We are going to loot all of these one by one. Alrighty, so we have an extra few animal pelts. Again, like I said, leave the meat there. The only way that I would loot the meat at this time is if I had an animal to feed. Either a pack animal, a bone dog, or, you know, any animal whatsoever. They will eat the meat. Hivers technically too will eat the meat, but still I usually don't bother looting it just for hivers. I will loot it for the animals though, and just keep them in the animal's inventory because it works out just fine. And one good thing about that too, the animals will eat that first if you put it in the animal's inventory. They won't eat your food. They'll eat that crappy food first, which is even better. It's one of the reasons that I do like using it for animals. What is this pack? Holy Nation, okay. Oh no, what's attacking me? What? Why is he attacking me? Well, for some reason, the Holy Nation Paladin is going to attack Almar. And I have honestly no idea why. I have positive reputation with them. And they're attacking... Why? Seriously, why? That's just... I'm moderately annoyed by that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to teleport our characters over here because that's just dumb. I'm not accepting my characters being attacked and defeated for that reason. That is the one I just saved, right? Yeah, it is. That's an unacceptable reason for my characters to be wiped, in my opinion. I am legitimately curious why they decided to attack me too. I just ran by them. I didn't like steal anything or anything like that. They just like, yeah. I don't know. Hopefully I don't have to deal with that at town here. So we will pick that up. Let's see. Holtberg, we can do the first aid kit on you and Chris too. And we will set everybody as medic. Because we still need to do that. I mean, on the upside, I did get some toughness skill ups from that. So yay, I guess. But I'm still not happy about that. That they attack me like that. Here's the ultimate test. Let's see if they attack us again. Nope. Good. I really don't know what that was. $17 out of 24, so you can run up there and add your building supplies. You can do the same. That research bench in there. Let's see. Who has the books? 11 out of... Okay, you have some of the books. We'll let them finish this building, and then we'll run up to that research bench and offload the books in there. And then... And then back to the same old crap we have been doing with the wild bulls. I'm still kind of upset about that, actually. That the Holy Nation guards attacked me like that, just randomly. I know this game is buggy, but usually you can kind of tell what you did wrong when a bug happens. That, I just legitimately have no idea whatsoever what happened. That was, very, very, very weird. Thankfully, I can still cheese the game and, you know, teleport my entire team like that. Because I don't have to, suffer from that, because that would have killed those characters. The Holy Nation, they probably would have kidnapped my characters that were still alive, and the others probably would have died. And that would have been, you know, just dumb. Okay, so we have a few tech level 2. Of course, you require a small house. I also want to make electrical crafting, because that would be the best money making that we could possibly do if I get electrical crafting, because then we can turn the copper into electrical components. Okay, Almar is awake again. Good. He's off to get training, get researching. Here comes a pack of wild bulls. Excellent timing. Okay, Cragstone, what is your... You're a little heavy, and you're a little hungry. Bard, we can drop some food because Cragstone will pick it up. Well, he won't pick it up unless we tell him to, but we're going to tell him to. Holtberg, I will, Christ. I'll do the pulling with Holtberg. Maybe the Holy Nation Paladin that attacked me was upset that I keep pulling wild bulls back to town, getting everybody beat up, and then taking all of the loot for myself. Obviously, that's a joke since they're not smart enough for you know, such logical deductions, but still, legitimately don't know what it is. What caused that to happen? Are you broken? Oh, I see. Thought she was broken, but that copper node is just full. Oh man, the wild bulls, they might actually win this round because the other guards haven't joined in yet. Ah, there we go. The other guards are joining in now. And there we go. There we go. Now, let's get some more money. This time we're going to spend the money on recruits, I think, and books, books and recruits. There's like the two main things we need. Okay, is that everything? Dead, 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 Dead. I think we have looted everything. Nope, there's some bulls back here that we missed. No more packs of wild bulls coming. Sad face. Alright, so, the vendor probably has not well, yes it has. It's 20 hours. 200 out, whatever the military time is. Vendors usually reset at that time, though. At 20 hours of the day. Indeed, I am looking for stuff in particular. I want you to buy my junk. Nice. Sold everything. Mostly everything. 14k cats. Griffin, do I want to buy you now? Kind of. Kind of do. How much do you need again? I think it's 10,000, right? 9,000 cats. That is quite a bit, but at the same time, he is one of the unique recruits. Okay. I'm content with that. We have a pretty solid team. What are his stats? Oh yeah, his stats are excellent for early game. And he'll eventually pay for himself too, so it's not that big of a deal because lots and lots of copper. So I want to use up the rest of these books. There we go. Because we do need to build a research bench number 2. Let's see. Tech, research bench 2. We will build it in the back of the building right here. As you can see. And we will disassemble research bench numero 1 over here. What we want to do, too, is we want to do storage, copper. This, like I said before, it will allow our characters to automatically drop off any of the stuff they mine. And what I am going to do is I'm going to try to build 2 side by side. I don't know if it'll work, though. Yeah, no, it's a little bit... Oh. Let me see if I can wedge it against the wall more. Okay, so we can fit 2 side by side in the back. And I want to do a food store too in this building. So that'll be 2 copper storages and 1 food store. Cragstone, where are you going? Engineer? Okay, you're fine though. Actually, you know what, Cragstone, I want you to engineer the copper storage before you do the research bench. I don't know if we have enough iron plates for everything. I think I might have bought enough. 5, yeah, I think I did buy enough. Because I knew this was going to be the next thing I wanted to accomplish for this. So there you go. We have basically accomplished everything I wanted to in the first video of this series. The only other thing I would like to actually do is I would like to build a copper storage down here and see if the characters even bring items to it, because I'm legitimately curious if they will bring items this far of a distance. They should, if I'm not mistaken. They should. So these copper nodes are pretty much completely safe. I don't think I've ever seen enemies wander over into this area. So this is one of those towns where you can basically just have your characters mine completely automated while you know, AFK and do whatever it is you want to do. So that is one thing to keep in mind. But anyway, this is really all I can think of showing you with this video. We've accomplished all of the goals that I set out now that we've purchased that building, built, you know, our research bench in it, built the storage that we need. Now all we're going to do is we're going to focus on mining. We have 2 characters per mine, which is the most these mines can fit. They are very inefficient, which is, you know, you got to deal with what you got to deal with. However, once we raise our laboring skill to 50 plus, we'll be able to churn out the copper at a decent rate, and that'll make us a decent amount of money per day. In the meantime, we're going to keep an eye out on the 2 paths that come into this area for wild bulls, and that's basically going to be the next like 3 to 4 hours of me playing in this game. And holy crap, that's a lot of starving bandits. But yeah, that's going to be the next few hours of me playing this game, basically. I'm not going to, let me actually, let's see if we can get all of the bandits to come. Yes. I will actually let my characters fight these bandits, because I want the toughness skill ups for doing it. And the bandits won't kill me. They will leave me for dead, but they won't kill me. And technically it doesn't matter if they leave me for dead because the guards will help me. So let's say Almar, you don't have you have 2 med kits. So basically everybody has a med kit, which I will be using. So as you can see, my injuries are mostly minor, which is more or less what I want. Once the bandits have been cleared out by the guards, my characters will be able to heal up. They'll all be injured. Yeah. But see, this playing dead, it's good to stand up when you do that playing dead, because it'll give you great toughness. If you rewind the video, I had 6 toughness before I stood up from playing dead, and I jumped to 11 toughness after standing up. That's how good it is to stand up from playing dead like that. But anyway, usually I'll do this a few times from now on out to raise my toughness skill. It's a useful way to raise your toughness, and it's a pretty safe way too, because you don't have to worry about actually being killed. The bandits will take food from you if you leave, if they do wipe you and the guards don't save you. However, in the situation that I've created here, they won't take any food from me, and I don't have to worry because the guards completely saved me. I'm fairly confident there's nothing I have to worry about with leaving my characters lying on the ground like this. Bandits may come by and they may take food from me, but aside from that, I'm pretty sure I'm completely safe here. But I guess we'll find out. I'll leave the video run for a little bit so we can just test that hypothesis and see if I am safe here. Technically, something I could be doing right now too is looting the bandits and dropping their weapons on the ground. The guards will take the bandits inside and throw them in prison, at least until the prison is full, which I'm pretty sure it is. So what you want to do is you want to loot the bandits and throw their weapons on the ground. That way you can get as many weapons as you can before the guards take the bodies. The guards won't pick up the weapons from the ground, so that's how you can basically cheese the system. And apparently we missed some wild bulls. One of these guys fight. Oh. That holy sentinel was like, yeah, usually all these wild bulls come into town, so we may as well just attack them now. Sigh. Thank you, Mr. Holy Sentinel. You're doing God's work. I like how Griffin stood up and he yelled, "To the abyss with you," and then, like, yeah, started running. No, Chris, that is not a good idea. You should go into town. If anybody else stands up, I'll have to send them into town too. See how badly wounded all the guards are. This one's limping out here to help me. Griffin, you two go into town. How is Almar hungry? Okay, good. I thought that was one of my arms that got severed. It's very, very, very bad if you get a severed arm in Holy Nation territory because you can't replace it with a robotic arm without pissing off the Holy Nation. So you have to be careful. Once you reach like level 20 to 30 toughness, it's basically time to leave the Holy Nation because you're just not reasonably going to be able to deal with their strict laws at that point. Because you're probably going to have one or two characters that lose a limb by that point, and not being able to replace the limb is just... it makes that character useless, basically. Especially if they lose a leg. If they lose an arm, you can still use them for some tasks around town and stuff like that, but if they lose a leg, they're useless until they can get that leg replaced. Which means if they're still in the Holy Nation and you can never replace the leg, that character is completely useless. You may as well just take them out to pasture at that point. And I know I meant to end the video, but I have, we had the wild bulls, and we got sidetracked. So I will after I sell what I get from these wild bulls. This was a very, very, very productive first video, in my opinion. It showed you just how good of money these wild bulls can be when you actually consistently pull them into town. And I also showed you, like I said, everything else I wanted to. Showed you where to get the building materials and basically everything. So you're welcome. And apparently it was safe to leave my characters just laying out there because nobody took my stuff. Excellent. He had a full restocked vendor list. So now I have 22k cats. I'm sure there's some bulls. Yeah, there's still some bulls I can loot too. Still some starving bandits I could loot too if I wanted to. They're all over the place with their weapons. Apparently there's a river raptor up here somehow. I have no idea how he got up here. Man, it's really nice playing Holy Nation after doing a whole bunch of Empire towns because usually I have to like freak out the second one of my characters falls unconscious on the ground because slave traders, manhunters, and everything else under the sun. Here, nothing. So long as you're a human male, you basically are friends with everybody. Yeah, I guess I'll buy that. Let's dump it in the food store. There we go. And I have 10 copper and that's it so far. Holtberg, you're not unconscious anymore, so that's excellent. And my characters will go right back to mining. Bard, are you... Okay, he's still in a recovery coma. But anyway, that is really all there is to it. Now the video is an hour long, and I've showed you basically everything I can. We've had it, like I said, a very, very successful first video. Basically, all you're going to be doing for the next 10 to 15 in-game days is the same thing here. Mine, pull wild bulls. Once you get probably, I would say, 10 characters and 100k cats, you're probably good to go. And at that point, you're going to want to probably go to Stack over in Akron's Gulf, or maybe Squin, because you need gear. You're going to need to buy better gear, you're going to need to buy better weapons, and then you're going to need to start leveling up your characters. I will probably start video number 2 when I begin that journey. But anyway, that's all for this video. If I forgot anything, left anything out, or got anything wrong, please let me know in the comments section below. And aside from that, if this video did help you out, be sure to leave me a like because that helps me out. Aside from that, I will catch you guys around in my next Kenshi video. Peace.